the 30,000!
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good boy. It's gonna be a good boy. This one.
How are we doing, Will? You alright?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Oh, what are you up to?
Oh, I'm. Well, I mean, you know, like, I'm your son pretty much because you built me.
Yes, I have said that.
Well, I want to know what parenthood felt like. You know, I'm never going to have real children of my own, but I figured I could make one. So this is going to be my son.
This is your son?
Pretty much your grandson, as it were. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, mate. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you built this all yourself?
I did. Yeah.
And what is he designed to do?
Well, he's designed to help us with like movie reviews, film stuff. Poured some of my best algorithms into him.
Oh, is this what this is?
That's what that is. Yeah.
So you're feeding your movie knowledge into him.
Yeah, definitely, and
Okay.
some of my best parts as well.
Mhm.
Some of your experiences that are on file, I've put in there, jammed in there.
Makes sense. So will he be helping us with the Black Sack reviews?
No, not that.
Oh.
Good films.
Good film.
And hopefully he'll be able to come up with some good films as well. Some new content.
Oh, so he can generate his own thoughts and processes?
Yeah, like a true AI, like myself.
Wow.
Thoughts, feelings, all of that. Really deep stuff as well, philosophical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't touch him right now.
Okay, well, have you actually booted him up?
No, not yet. Well, I need to test him, so we could probably do that right now if you're.
Boot him up. Let's see. What have you got a name for him?
Will Junior.
Will Junior. Okay.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Let's see what
Go on, Will.
what prodigal stuff he comes out
Yep.
with. Well, I feel silly.
No. I think you've just missed like a screw there. Just try that, and then
Well,
maybe
you have got more experience in robotics than me.
Yes,
So
well.
even though I'm technically a robot,
glad I can lend a hand.
yes. So 1 twist, 2 twists, 3.
Free twists.
3
Get it all
twists.
nice and
Okay,
tight.
cool.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. Now press
Will
the button
Junior,
again.
don't fail me now.
What movies have you got for us?
Well, thank you for building me, Father. It's nice to be part of the crew and part of the team. I think you'll find that I'm actually quite insane. I'll be blowing up this ship right now!
He's a maniac! No! Oh, God, my son! My son! Oh, no!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He was going to blow up the ship. What? It had to be done. You know that, right?
No!
But he was a maniac.
He was a maniac.
How can I make this up to you? A black sack? Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
So, got the black sack right here. Now, who wants to pick this time? I think you should go.
I think
You should go, right. Here we go. Remember to breathe the opening.
Rustling.
Don't look in.
Oh, what could console me this today?
What can hurt your poor feelings?
Extinction! Jurassic Predators!
Yes!
Sweet.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright,
This is
Extinction.
right up your street.
Through the cave, again, back in the cave, out of the cave, up and down,
that hillbilly. Walking.
Dinosaur, over there, by the river, look out there. Oh my God,
Run away. In the tent, by the tent, near our tent. It's near the tent. How big was it? I don't know. It was in our tent. It was. What was it? Oh my God! What was it? It was a dinosaur. What was it? It was a dinosaur. What was it? It was a dinosaur. Oh, okay. I don't know what it is.
We don't know either.
Snake, owl, bug, tree. We don't know what's going on. Yeah, snake. Yeah. Run away.
There's a dinosaur again. Extinction, 2014. What was the plot?
Okay, I'll summarise as clearly as I can.
As clearly,
as
no
I
fat
can.
at this time.
No
There's
fat.
a lot of fat to get
Right.
into.
This is just one fatty sack. So the plot is a documentary team goes to the Amazon rainforest, the Peruvian Amazon rainforest, to document illegal logging.
Yeah.
But they get more than they expected for when they run into snakes that aren't supposed to be there.
Snakes that aren't
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
One snake that's not supposed to be there. Dinosaurs, and most of them die. In fact, most of them die. And there was
two of them only survive.
Only two survive, and there's no point to the film. That's the plot. There's no conclusion.
That is literally the plot. There is no conclusion. So they go to the part of Peru, which is all filmed in England.
Yeah, every single part of that film is filmed in England.
We guessed that all of the shots of the rainforest and the monkeys and the
stock footage, because there's one where he's talking to a monkey as it's climbing a tree, but it's just a static shot.
Yeah, he doesn't follow it with the camera. Yeah. He goes, "Hey, where are you going?"
The monkey comes onto screen. He goes, "Oh, where are you going?" And the monkey goes off screen. It's like if you were holding the camera, you'd definitely go,
"Yeah,
oh, there it is."
But they go to the rainforest. They discover dinosaurs. We never find out how the dinosaurs came back, or if they even were just around.
Yeah.
We never find out why that snake was there. That they said, "What's this snake doing here? It's not meant to be in this part of the world."
It was a Burmese python, wasn't it? Because it's the yellow and white one.
Yeah. So basically, as you said, nearly everyone dies, and then we don't know why any of this happens. Why any of that happens at all. Now, everything else that we're going to talk about is specifics that are in the movie, for example, the characters.
Yeah.
So there is not one likeable character in this movie. Not one.
Should we start off with the least likeable character, who was also the first character? And that's James, the cameraman.
The guy behind
James, the cameraman.
It should be noted that this is a found footage movie. So James, the cameraman, is behind the camera the entire time, and you've got basically
him fucking talking.
It's just his running commentary throughout the entire movie, and he's just an absolute dick the entire time.
It epitomises his. I think in 5 minutes it epitomises his character when they take off in the plane, which I'm fairly sure.
I know what you're going to mention.
I'm fairly sure. I'll mention that bit. So I'm fairly sure this camera crew or this film company did not get permission to film in an airport or on the plane.
No, it's sneaky shots of probably Heathrow or something.
Yeah, but when because it's all you can see is all held at luggage level. But then when they take off from whatever airport they go to, there's a lake with a little island in the middle, and the cameraman James goes,
"That lake looks like a 6.
That lake looks like a 6.
That lake looks like a 6.
And then it cuts away, and then about 2 minutes later you see some footage in Peru, and it's obviously stock footage of a sloth, and he goes, and you just hear him behind the camera go, "Lazy."
Yeah. The thing is, with the lake, when he says the lake looks like a number 6, it's not even. It is such a non-point.
Yeah. That lake looks like a 6. I think they just saw it and was like, "That's a find."
So you're saying
that's a find.
That was a genuine reaction?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, that lake looks like a 6.
Yeah. Wasn't it interesting that lake looked like a 6? Yeah. In fact, it's more interesting than anything else that happens in this film. Let's get it in there.
That's the most interesting thing. So
she wasn't that likeable either.
No. She.
So the second least likeable character.
What was her name?
I don't even know.
I don't remember her name at all. The character's name I'm talking about.
Yeah. But anyway, so this cameraman appears at her door. She answers it, not ready for the expedition they're about to go on. Says, "Who are you?" Without any prior warning that this person has changed. Whereas I've worked in this industry, right? I've worked in the industry where you set up shoots and you go along and whoever was setting up this, somebody had to have hired that guy when the other guy got sick, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Whether it was the original cameraman or a production assistant, somebody would have notified her, because that woman would have been up all night the night before doing emails.
No, I don't know, because I don't know if you've seen this camera crew in work and this report. I don't think they organise anything.
I don't even think.
I'm not surprised they didn't call.
I think they just wanted a holiday to Peru.
I.e. Basingstoke, forest outside Basingstoke.
But instantly, she hates him.
Yeah, she just hates him,
and he deserves it.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
He completely deserves it. But then they go on this stupid adventure, and they meet up with someone, and when they reveal the main sort of
adventure.
tough person of this adventure, you just look at it and you think, oh my god, that is a caricature of almost every other, like Owen from Jurassic World,
or
and
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
He stood there with the hat on.
Yeah, the hat on,
He's at
like
the,
khaki top. And
yeah. There's a Land Rover with all the gear all over it.
Yeah.
It's the typical stuff, but it still looks like it's in the UK. It doesn't look anything like Peru when they land. But now we had a theory about him, because during this journey, as we've previously mentioned, there's like a snake that they don't realise. Like they pick up this boa constrictor and they're like, what's this doing here? And then there's like a bit where a guy's leaning over and he's got a scorpion on his back, and that guy comes up and takes it off his arm, and they put it in a little box, and we were like,
and every time there's an animal he picks up and he's like, this is this,
and
then he almost turns to the camera and goes, what does he say? He says, oh yeah, these guys can what was he said? There was one of those snakes with the red, yellow and
milk snake.
Yeah, milk snake. And he sort of, and it went on for about 5 minutes, him telling us all about this milk snake.
He also went on for 5 minutes about the boa constrictor.
Yeah.
So we had a theory that he was one of those animal handlers that you hire for like a kids event.
Yeah.
That comes along with like the tarantula, the little bunny,
scorpion,
like a guinea pig, a scorpion,
and then makes them fight.
And like a lizard and stuff, and gets the kids to hold it and pass it around and say facts, because that's what basically his character was in this film. Because every animal they picked up and he went, so the boa constrictor could
To warn off predators and things that might eat them, but they are actually not venomous.
But he was definitely one of those. Now, like towards the end of the story, we see a little bit more of the dinosaur, right? And I say dinosaur because despite this review on the front that says the film is packed with monsters, and just to shout out to Sci-Fi Now for their 4-star review of this film.
Yeah, because they must have worked hard to try and get that 4-star review. Like they would have dredged through all of their writing, cropped any bad I
reckon it's one of the production, like, you know.
I've never heard
friends,
I've never heard of Fixel. I've never heard of Fixel.
Well, they're probably, you know, no, I don't know what they're like, but this film definitely wasn't packed with monsters. They had one dinosaur suit that they were using that looked like one of those ones you get at like a Walking with Dinosaurs live event, or a, like, you know, you see them walking around theme parks, or like the person with the chain and walking it around. They've just green screened out the legs. Can I
point out one of my favourite? I think one of the only good things of this film, right, was when you suddenly decide that you're going to look at the background because you're so bored by the characters that you see a few like raptor-like creatures like whiz across the screen in the background where the characters don't see.
We gave him props for that, because it's like in the background where you're not really focusing. They are
running
around.
You wouldn't have seen it if you were looking at the actual characters. But we decided that it was what did you call it? Like A for effort.
Yeah, it was like a thumbs up for at least having a go.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Thanks for turning up.
Yeah.
And I'll draw you to something else, Jack.
Right.
That the dinosaur that we actually saw was the like Tyrannosaurus Rex type dinosaur, right?
Well, yeah.
Very lumbering, very thin. Does that mean that there were the raptors there, but we never ever saw them apart from in the background? So they had no.
That's what I was getting
bearing.
to by pointing out packed full of monsters.
Yeah.
There was one dinosaur that they used, and they mixed up. There was like a shot of like a green baby dinosaur thing that
was almost looked cartoonish.
Yeah, it was like a CGI thing.
Yeah.
And then I think they did use CGI for the big T-Rex for like very blink and you'll miss it moments. But then the raptors were running around in the background
all the time, like, but they never get any closer. And
no, you hear them, but you don't see them.
That was the bit I was looking forward to the most. So actually, I take away their A for effort.
Mm-hmm.
I take away their good job for turning up. I take away their nice try, because do you know what? It wasn't a nice try. It was a deceptive try, if anything. Oh look, there's going to be raptors. Watch till the end.
You see them first when they're setting up their campsite, and so you think
you see them before that. You see them before that.
Oh yeah, in the background near the waterfalls. But
and
then afterwards you see them around the camp. This is before seeing the T-Rex, so I thought they were going to be
and
circling around them.
It makes you feel like a clever girl for spotting it, right? And you think, oh yeah, this is great.
Is that your segue into?
That's my segue into
Jurassic Park quotes.
Yeah. Oh my god! Like, not only did they crept up to a T-Rex type thing, but they were blatantly out in the open. The T-Rex would have seen him and killed him. But anyway, so the T-Rex was doing that thing that in the great scene with Muldoon, where he lays his shotgun down, and then he's looking at her.
They're all focused on this one T-Rex.
They're all focused on this one T-Rex. And I just turned to Jack and I went, they're going to do a clever girl thing here. And the instant I said that, the camera turns around and lumbering towards him is this T-Rex-like creature. Massive.
It was a guy in a suit, and you could tell because
And I just thought to myself, oh, that can't get any worse than this. But then, do you want to describe what happened when they all got pinned up against a rock that they climbed in and out of 20 times?
There was this one rock with a gap in the middle, and they did go through it like 3 or 4 times. We were like, this is the same rock. But then
and
when
they climbed
they got
up the rock as well.
They climbed up and down it. There was probably this one rock in an area they thought, this is so cool, we're going to utilise this. Yeah. And then there was a bit where they after the clever girl moment, they run between the rock, they come around, and the T-Rex is stood there with its pin legs that are like
standing like that,
like really far apart, because they probably green screened out the guy's legs who stood there. And then they get pinned up against the wall, and then the character who looks like Lee Evans basically says like, "Don't move. It won't see us if we don't move."
Don't move. Its vision's based on movement.
Which is exactly ripped from Jurassic Park.
No, it is exactly the line that Sam Neill says in Jurassic Park.
Keep absolutely still. This vision's based on movement.
There's no smartness in this film. There's no intelligence in this film, Jack.
No, it was a con.
It was.
It was an absolute con.
How did it get to DVD?
Well, I had that question on my mind throughout pretty much the whole film. There were trailers in front of this film that were better than this movie. Trailers. There was one. There was one with Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
In I can't even remember the name of it.
It's like a courtroom drama, isn't it?
Wasn't it called like Find Me Guilty or something?
Yeah, 41 Guilty or something like that. Yeah.
And it had like a fair few other people in it as well. But like Vin Diesel plays this. He's like a lawyer.
No, he's a criminal who takes his own.
Defense.
Takes on his own defense. Yeah.
Yeah, and that looked way more interesting than this. And there was the Sinbad trailer, which used stop motion, and we were like, yeah, I'd rather be watching that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this film's a con. I mean, even the front cover shows this guy here. That is a screen grab from the film where the Indiana Jones Owen type character. Yeah, he's like stood on a rock, and there's a T-Rex there.
That's probably about as big as Jack's finger.
Yeah, and they've cropped it and added this in on the cover.
Now that's like 10 times bigger than the dinosaur that was in the film.
Yeah. I'm going to put that image up against what it looks like in the film, and you'll see what we mean by how this film, turned out.
It was just, I don't know. It was just a waste of my life, I feel.
There was a lot of walking.
What I said to you is like, it's like if they filmed all of the bits in Fellowship of the Ring where they walk, but in between the bits where they walk. So like in Fellowship of the Ring, they'll do a little bit of walking, then they'll cut to a scene where like the crows fly over and they go back to Isengard, and then they go, we need to go over the mountain or under it.
What you're saying is things happen.
Things happen at the points that they show in the film, right?
Yeah.
In this film, it was just the things that were happening was the people walking.
Yeah.
And then I thought every time, like sometimes the cameraman would slip and the camera would do like this thing where you might think they're going to do a whip cut, and you think,
see, there's like a dinosaur.
Oh, see if there's dinosaurs back there.
No, nothing. And
not a sausage.
Not a sausage. Like it was literally a lot of nothing. That's what this film was.
Huge amount of nothing.
And like, just to go back to the other Jurassic Park references, there was when we saw the Jeep at the beginning. I said to you, how much do you bet that this
Jeep gets flipped over?
That Jeep's going to get flipped over, and that is literally the last thing that happens in this movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the T-Rex knocks over, but you don't really see it. It's all filmed shakily inside the car. So this film's meant to be set in Peru, right?
Oh fuck!
They
were all so cold.
Yeah, they were really cold. I mean, really
cold. You can see how cold they are.
See how cold they
Especially one of them.
If they were meant to be in Peru, right? What sort of? If you were going to Peru, what sort of tent would you use?
Probably a hammock-like tent that you use to ward off like mosquitoes and stuff.
Right. What would you use to ward off mosquitoes?
Probably like a bug zapping lamp or like mosquito spray or a net or something like that.
Maybe a net.
Yeah.
Their tents.
They were just like £5 tents from QD or something, weren't they?
That's what I mean. Like they were in their tents.
Survival expert.
Yeah, survival experts were in their tents, in their underwear, so much bare skin on show, with absolutely no mosquito nets. Yet the characters every now and then kept going.
Yeah. It's like a film that purely contains Easter eggs, but there's no content in it. Like, did you spot the Easter egg of the Jurassic Park reference of the 3 eggs? Yeah. That didn't amount to anything.
No. Did you notice the raptors running around in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. You see that little green thing jumping?
I did. Yeah. What the hell was that?
Yeah. You won't ever find out.
Okay. I could have spent half an hour of my life doing something different if they'd cut down a bit.
But do you feel better after the accident with Will Jr.?
A little bit. I feel like.
Do you feel like Extinction helped you at all?
It's not cathartic whatsoever. No.
No. So I've made it worse. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you've made me. Well, out of how bad this is, you've made me forget about how bad my son's death was.
I say. So this is worse than your son dying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See,
I genuinely think we have a new low. I honestly don't think I've seen a worse film than this.
I have. I've definitely seen worse than this, but I don't ever want to watch this ever again. So, should we blast it into space?
We should, but I think we need to give it a rating. So, how many 6s out of 10 are you going to give it?
How many 6 lakes out of 10?
How many 6-shaped lakes are you going to give out of 10?
That lake looks like a 6.
1? Doesn't even deserve 1.
No, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna give him 2. 2 out of 10, and here's my reasons. Yeah, 1. I give him respect that they managed to get something like this on DVD.
Okay, that's the one thing that I was thinking.
And managed to get trailers before the film that starred Vin Diesel, John Cleese.
There were some big trailers at the beginning.
Yeah, and I think
that's still incorporated.
Company.
That is just top to the 1-up. That is top my 1-up.
They sold this film to a production company for God knows how much to get it on DVD.
£10.
Probably cheap.
£10, all the rights and all the profits.
Yeah. Because
they weren't going to make anything.
And I give them another point for.
He can't do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to find 1 point. Maybe the cover.
Fuck the cover.
What would you give it?
I'm going to still give it 1.
A 1. Alright. There you go. So let's compromise at 1.5.
Oh. Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever.
1.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, honestly, utter trash. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It's not even worth recycling, because then some forms it will be in some other sort of product and taint the entire world.
Oh, I feel already exhausted. Let's blast into space.
Yeah.